I was watching the new Captain America Brave New World, and I was thinking about Harrison Ford and how he was recasted in that role. And then I was like curious on what other roles in like the MCU had been recasted, especially like some of the bigger ones. So these are some of them, but not all. Harrison Ford is taking over from William Hurt playing Thunderbolt Ross because William Hurt passed in 2022. Terrence Howard played Rhodey in Iron Man 1, but after that film, he was recasted in who we now know to be Rhodey, who is Don Cheadle. Fandral was originally played by Josh Dallas in the first Thor, but then the role was recasted due to scheduling conflicts after, and so Zachary Levi took over the role in the other two Thor movies. Bruce Banner, aka The Incredible Hulk, was played by Edward Norton in The Incredible Hulk in the early days of the MCU. That role got recasted, and Mark Ruffalo took over for the remainder of the MCU post that movie. In Captain America the First Avenger, the Red Skull was played by Hugo Weaving. And then in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, Weaving did not return, and Ross Marquand took over the role. The teenage version of Kathy Lang in Endgame was played by Emma Furman, and in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, the role was taken over by Catherine Newton. In Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, John Krasinski was playing Mr. Fantastic, which he could still come back because it is an alternate universe, but now Pedro Pascal will be taking over the role in Fantastic Four First Steps. Speaking of Fantastic Four, this is not really a recast, but Captain America / the Human Torch, Mr. Chris Evans, was in Deadpool and Wolverine, which is part of the MCU. So technically, I guess this is a recast, but he played the Human Torch in the older Fantastic Four movies as well as in Deadpool and Wolverine. And now Joseph Quinn will be taking over the role in Fantastic Four, the First Steps. And last but certainly not least, in the show What If, even though it does take place in alternate timelines, but there are a lot of MCU characters that come up, there are a lot of characters who are voiced by different people, but there are some characters who are voiced by the same actor that plays them. So it just varies on which character you're talking about. Almost forgot about our Jolly Purple Giant. Damien Poitier played him in the end credits in The Avengers, and then after that, Josh Brolin took over all the way from Guardians of the Galaxy up until Avengers Endgame.